Hi, I'm Pauline Field, and this is today's video on how to retire happily. And today, again, because we're in the month of December, I'm going to talk about the art of giving and, in particular, simple acts of kindness. So, it doesn't have to be gifts that you go buy in the store. There's lots of other things. So here's a few ideas, and you might want to jot some of them down, or maybe it'll prompt you to think of things that you'd like to do. So the first is, what about a handwritten note? We don't get many of them anymore, whether it's a card or a piece of paper, but just appreciating who people are particularly in our lives. And what a gift to give to friends, to neighbors, all those people that you don't even, I don't know if want is the word, but you don't need to give a purchased gift to. Sometimes a handwritten note means a whole lot more. What about those random acts of kindness? We've all heard about somebody paying for somebody's coffee in the line, the next person behind. And that's definitely one thing we can do. What about if you are out somewhere and you get particularly good service, or the waiter or waitress just seems like an extra tip would really go a long way? That would be nice. Or maybe it's just somebody who clearly is having a hard time carrying their groceries. Maybe you can help them. What about volunteering your time? Maybe at a neighborhood event or a cultural event. Just a few hours in a neighborhood center at a charitable organization can go a long way. How about sharing a meal? One of the things about this time of year is that people who are on their own, who don't have family or friends around, it seems extra lonely because everybody else is going to parties and going out to events, and if they're stuck at home, it's kind of hard. So whether you wrap up a meal and take it over to a neighbor that you know is shut in, or invite somebody over to share your dinner at your house, it's a nice way to spread some kindness. We've talked about decluttering here and beginning to minimalize our homes. Well, this is a good time to take those gently used items, whether it's clothes or household items, whatever it is, and take them to the thrift store, because there's somebody that's going to really benefit from them. If you are going to do any shopping, how about supporting your local businesses? They're the ones that really need help to stay alive, to stay afloat. So when you have an opportunity to choose local. Can't always, but when you can, it's a great idea. What about offering your expertise? What are you good at? Do you like to cook? Are you a great bookkeeper? Are you really good at editing? Whatever it is, think about how you could give somebody an hour or two of your time with your expertise, something that they need. Don't forget and never underestimate the value of a smile. If you're out and somebody is, has a frown or is just looking kind of down, a smile might just make their day. From a perfect stranger, a smile really is a great gift. If you're a gardener, what about taking some cuttings over to a neighbor who also would like to be a better gardener, but maybe doesn't have the time, can't afford to buy new plants, whatever the situation is. Maybe is somebody who's had some surgery and can't get out to tend their garden. Maybe you can help by planting a new flower outside their window that they could see. And of course, lastly, there is technology. Who can you reach out to that you haven't reached out to in a while? It's always lovely to talk to somebody that you haven't talked to in a while and to find out how they're doing. Let them know what you're doing. It's a nice connection. I did that yesterday with the person who's been my friend the longest. And we met when I was about 10, maybe 9. And we're still friends. And it doesn't matter if we haven't spoken for a week, a month, or a year. It's as if we picked up like we spoke to each other yesterday. So I hope you'll reach out, and I hope these tips have given you some ideas of how you too can spread some kindness this season, maybe starting today. Thanks for being here, and I look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow.